So some of the things that you need for motorcycle camping is first a motorcycle, that goes without saying. Then you need a tent, and hopefully you have a lightweight tent, but since you're riding a motorcycle, it's not that important to have some very lightweight tent. The lighter the weight, the better, but it's also much more expensive. Then you need a pad. As you can see, my pad was like about $60 and already has a tiny little hole in it. And I like it, it's lightweight, but then again, you have to, keep that in mind. Lightweight means lightweight materials, very less durable materials. A lot of the stuff at Walmart is pretty durable because they're made of like kind of thick material. Yeah, the pad is good. Sleeping bag, like a sleeping bag, you definitely need that. And depending on what type of temperatures that you're going to be camping, you need mosquito repellent first and foremost. It's crazy out here. And you need a nice sleeping bag. I kind of like some that go like to 40 degrees. I think that's a good for motorcycle camping. I'm not into camping when it's freezing. One thing I would recommend is carrying like hard luggage, because the hard luggage makes it easy to lock stuff and then you can walk into stores and get things. If you have soft luggage, you're always constantly be worried that somebody will take things from your bike. And like I said before, in this campsite, stuff has gotten stolen before, so oftentimes it's just people like trying to make a quick buck. You need a flashlight, something so you can light up the space at night. If you need to go outside to pee, it's always good to have something to light it. And most of the time these days, people do have phones, but a lot of times you don't have a way to charge it. So it's better to have a flashlight because it lasts longer. Another thing you might want to consider for motorcycle camping is having some sort of plug-in for your bike so you can charge your phone. One of the things I bought for this ride was a 12-volt cigarette lighter pump so I can inflate my mattress, I guess the inflatable pad. That works out pretty well because I hate at the end of the day to puff on this thing because you're tired. The last thing you want to do is just breathe into a bag and blow it up. So that kind of like is something I learned from like doing months and months of riding. I kind of wish I did it earlier. One of the things I use is a air hawk, and a air hawk is basically just a cushion for your motorcycle. You can see it there, and the air hawk will be your seat pad, and it makes it much more comfortable to ride, but also it doubles as a pillow. And so I'll take that, and that'll be my pillow for sleeping. You might want to consider sunblock too, because when you're riding, this gets a lot of sun in your face, and also the back of your head gets a lot of sun. And of course you want to get like a good sunblock, so in case you want to go hiking and stuff, you could always like put it on. Another thing to bring along with you are some shorts and some tennis shoes, because walking around with your boots after a long day of riding kind of hurts your feet, and your feet kind of swell up, so it's good to kind of just let it off a bit. I guess I was wondering why I brought separate shoes, but it does make sense because your feet need a little bit of a break. Those are some motorcycle camping tips that I have for you guys. And motorcycle camping is something pretty cool to do because you can kind of get in and out. Nobody really like pays attention. And you're not a car that takes up a lot of space. You can free camp. You can go to campsites that you pay. Generally, it's like $12 to camp. And motorcycle camping and motorcycle traveling is a little bit different than a car. People are more curious about a guy riding around on a motorcycle than they are in a car. And oftentimes people will come up to you and ask you where you're from. They see your plates from DC and you're out in like Arizona. They always wonder, what are you doing? And it's kind of cool because it does feel like an adventure. If you're in a car, it doesn't feel like an adventure. It feels like grandpa and grandma going somewhere. Probably my next big trip is going to be a car camping trip, and I have done it before, and I hiked all the national parks in the United States, but I want to do a mountain biking camping sort of like trip, so I'm probably going to do that soon. And stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.